Greetings everyone, and welcome back to Supermarket Simulator, where I have been working for the last few days to generate revenue. It came hard some days, but other days very well. As a matter of fact, the last 2 days were very good indeed. You can see I have 4,624 in cash, and I think I have restocked completely. Although now that I walk in, I see that I'm in desperate need of flour, so why don't we just take care of that right now? Now, I'm also in desperate need of something else. So let's walk around the store and see what I am in desperate need of. Yeah, storage. Desperate need of storage. So that is what we're going to be spending a good chunk of that money on, even though I do want to do a license. See, here's the thing about the next 2 licenses. The next one has refrigeration items in there, which means I need another refrigerator. The one after that has freezer items, which means I'm going to need a freezer. So if I put these guys back here, it's just going to get worse. So what we're going to do is we're going to unlock storage, and I'm just going to immediately upgrade it without looking at it. Then we're going to start putting in some racks, and I do mean the tall racks. Let me show you something. All right, so there's 2 kinds of racks here. There's a small rack, which costs 200, and there's a tall rack, which costs 250. Why would you ever buy the small one? Let me tell you something about storage. The most precious thing in storage is the space. So why you'd want to tie up a spot with a small rack, I have no idea. So we're probably going to buy 2 or 3 of these, depending on how much storage space we actually have after the upgrade. If it looks good, we'll buy 3. Who knows? Maybe we'll buy 4. But I do want to spend some money on the hold on a second here, on another license. All right, so this one right here, you can see we got cheese, mozzarella, cheese, parmesan, honey, tuna. Tuna gets refrigerated. I seem to remember with that one. And of course, we also have some eggs as well. So we're probably going to need 4 spots in a fridge. I think I'm going to get a full double one for that, though. There's no reason to mess with the little ones. You know, we can always move stuff out in the future, but we're going to need to get the big ones anyway. And if you look at this one over here, we got butter. Yeah, that's going to need refrigeration. But then we got chicken, we got French fries, and we got the mixed pizza. Oh, and then the potato bags. Oh, yes, the potato bags. They're big. They're big like the toilet paper are. So we're going to need shelf space for those. Fortunately, if you didn't notice, I have started working on a second aisle here, and I do have lots of space, so that shouldn't be a problem. And once again, we're going to have to do something about this. As a matter of fact, why don't we lead with that? We're just going to go right ahead and take care of this. All right, so we're going to go over to... Oh, actually, I'm already there. Management, storage, 800, boom. And I'm just going to do another 800. Boom. Okay, the next one is 12. We're not doing that right now. I think we have enough space to accommodate things. Yeah, I think we're probably going to have to do 3 or 4 upgrades to get to that. All right, let's see how things... That's not bad. 3 shouldn't be a problem. All right, let's see about... We might be able to do 4, too. All right, but I'm going to go with 3 for now. So let's go back to the market and let's get those tall racks. I'm going to grab 3. All right, that's going to be... Oh, the flour. I completely forgot about the flour. I was thinking, why was that 761? Didn't make any sense. Makes sense now. As a matter of fact, we should probably lead with that, just so that I don't forget it. I'm pretty sure that everything else is stocked. As a matter of fact, I have 1 crate for every one of the produce. So let's see here. Kiwi, and I believe that's mushrooms. Is that mushrooms? I'm pretty sure that that's garlic. Right, and then we got the tomatoes, we got the carrots, we got lemons, we got apples, and then mangoes over here. So I'm pretty sure that I have 1 for each. Yeah, I do believe that that is garlic. They look alike. It's just the garlic is slightly bigger and it has the shading, the little dark shading there. See, you don't see it over there, but you do see it over here, the little circles. All right, and let's start throwing these guys in. I think I can put these guys against the... Okay, so this way. The little indication there shows you where they take them in and put them back. All right, put them in there. Okay, put that around. All right, and that'll do. All right, now what I'm thinking about doing for the produce is why don't we just throw it right here? And yeah, looking at this, I could easily throw in a couple more of these, but I don't think I have enough products to justify that. All right, what I want to do is I'm going to put the produce over here, and then we'll figure out what we're going to do with the rest of it. So you can see I have all of the produce in there. I put the apple and the orange juice up there too. And it does look as if I could put 4 in for each one. So I might just want to do some stocking, even though that stuff is expensive. Very expensive indeed. All right, and that does help a lot over here. Yeah, you know what? These guys are something that we can probably throw in here. Let's just see. I got a lot of drinks, so maybe that's what we can do over there. Okay, so that's the zap. Put that in there like that. And I do want to do that first, yeah, we'll do this one too. That first license, which means we're going to have to get another fridge. All right, I should have milk, both forms. Yeah, here it is. Now, the storage is going to be mostly for the situations where we buy stuff and then we have an overage. Or we intentionally buy an overage just so that we're stocked up. Like, for instance, these guys. Yeah, I don't have any space over there. All right, leave that over there for now. All right, where is... Leave those there. Because there's not really much in the... Oh, that's what I wanted to do. There's what I wanted to do. Okay. Is there anything else back there? Yeah, regular water. Right, we'll do that. Okay, and we'll put that over there like that. All right, now I am going to get a restocker, and I wouldn't be surprised if the restocker starts throwing things around. Hold it a second. You know, let me just put these guys somewhere. I guess we can put them like here and over here. That's all full, right? Yep, it is. Do we have like a little step ladder? Yeah, I mean, I can jump and all, but I mean, being able to see how much is in that, I'd like a little step ladder. Either that or let me fly. All right. I'm guessing that he is going to put things where he wants them. For now, I'll let him do that, so I don't really care. I put the things now where I want them. I want the produce to be there. I need to buy some extras, though. But I got to be careful with the money, because if you buy a bunch of these, it's like more than 300. So we'll see what happens. But I do want to buy some other things. Like, for instance, I mentioned that I'm going to need a freezer for the next license. Let's just go take a look at that next license. All right, management, licenses. Right, so this one right here, cheese, and then the tuna. I do know that the tuna needs refrigeration. And then, of course, we need the eggs, too. So I have honey and the powdered sugar, or the sugar powdered. They're going to go on shelves, but then again, I do have shelves. All right, so that's going to be $750. We'll just buy that. Yeah, this is where we start getting a little expensive here. This is $1,100, and then I'm going to need a freezer. All right, let's take a quick look at the situation. Well, first things first, I am going to need... the fridge, double. Yeah, I don't have a choice in the matter. All right, products, because we do have new products now. Okay, the sugar powdered, and then we have the eggs, and then we have tuna, and then we have honey, And then the cheese parmesan, and then the mozzarella. All right, there we go. That's going to cost $670, so let's just buy that. I have $830 to my name, so yeah, we're not going to be doing that other contract for a while. I mean license. I keep saying contract. Same principle, isn't it? All right, so let's see. There we go. All right, so I seem to remember how I was doing this before. I think this takes up 2 spots, and in the future, I might want more of these. See, I might have some up here and then down here too, so we'll take that into consideration now. All right, where is... Okay, that's the mozzarella. All right, we'll just assume that we're going to do this over to here. Even though I don't think these guys sell overly terrific in terms of profit. All right. Okay, and these are the eggs. We'll put them down here for now. Yeah, those are the little eggs. Okay, honey. We can put honey over here. It's a very sweet aisle we have over here. And we'll do this down here. There we go. Okay, so let's get some prices down here. Okay, so we have... Wow! $11.20. All right, well, here's what I'm going to do for this. We're going to say 13. All right, and down here... Those are 12. That's interesting. All right, I won't go all the way to 14. I'll say 13.50. That's what I'm going to say. All right, that's good. All right, now let's get over here. Okay, so what do you got? 733. Looks like a 9. Is it a 9? All right, we'll say 875. We'll say 875. All right, and then we have the mozzarella. That's 518. That's not too bad. 675. Yeah, I'm not working the register anymore, so I don't care. Even though I will have to do some of that in the future, won't I? All right, and then we're going to do the Parmesan. Close to what we just did. Do I want to take it all the way to 7? I think in this case, we'll take it all the way to 7. I don't necessarily want these guys to sell too much. All right, and then, of course, yeah, I was thinking that was going to suck. After all, there's only 4 eggs in it. 3. Yeah, but you know what? I also don't really want them to sell too often, too. So why don't we say 325? Okay, so these guys have all got prices. And they both have prices. So let's get our last friend for today. My 3rd employee. I pay them well. I treat them well, too. I have a baseball bat. It just keeps them in line, you know what I mean? All right, hiring. And there he is, restocker. So I was required to have storage. I was required to have 1 rack. I have 3. And I was required to be level 15. Now, this one would require me to have 6 racks. And I would have to be level 22. So we're going to be living... Oh, there's a bunch of settings for this guy. All right, I'll take a look at that and for the future. For now, we'll just go with the default settings. Yeah, I figured he'd pick up those boxes and store them away. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. After all, he's going to be the one who's going to be unpacking them, right? All right, let's go. We're starting off with 730. Hopefully, we can add a lot of money to that. So we're after 9 o'clock and things are going pretty well. I just did a couple of deliveries myself and we haven't had any problems here because our buddy keeps refilling them. I had to get some more boxes, by the way, for the And you can see there's a couple here that are already empty again. And there's a double over here. I guess people don't want mangoes for some reason. Yeah, I need to put some lights in here. Unfortunately, I can't buy any at the moment. I don't think there have been anything that ran out. Yeah, I think maybe 2 packages of tuna so that I can fill that one up. I'm not seeing any other issues. I did use some of those, so I'm going to have to make sure that I put those on my list there. And probably that one there too. Don't think that... Alright, so you know what? 1, 2... Yeah, nobody bought any of those. I am shocked. Alright, we'll buy 2 of those. And I don't see... we'll buy 1 of the milk. 1 of these guys. Definitely 1 of them. And I could probably grab that. That looks good. Let's see. Yeah, definitely some tea because there should be another pile over here. And some bread. How did these guys do? Not much. Okay, that's good. This is not good. Did I have one of those already? Yeah, I did. All right, back it out. Back it out. I don't have that much storage yet. What did I have? I think it was the mangoes that I had double for, right? All right, everything. Oh, we also have double for lemons too. Because what I was going to do is I was going to buy 1 of each, except those 2. Okay, so buy that. Buy that. Buy that. Skip that one. There we go. Okay, that's going to be 720, 12, I should say. Okay, so I think we're done. All right, he might have some more stuff he needs to do, but he can do that in the morning. Things are going to get very busy for him. Oh, he's got something in his hand. So I'll let him empty. All right, right there. Okay, we had all of the products. That's the reason I guess we got 304 here. Okay, 1,843. I don't think that that's good. I mean, we got 2,500. Maybe we want to do the next one too. Okay, rice went down, tuna went down. Both of those hurt. That went down significantly. All right, I'm just going to have to put a 7 there. And then the tuna. The tuna wasn't a terrific price to begin with. I mean, I can still leave it 75, but I think what I'll do is I'll make it 50. All right, now the first thing we need to do is, boom, there we go. All right, I have 1,542 left. All right, I am going to help you with this. This here. And that one there. I want big stacks of those. Big stacks. That way we don't have any problems. All right, well, I got this in my hands. I might as well use it. I picked it up. It's mine now. Because here's the thing. There's no way he's going to get this ready in time. So for now, I'm going to have to help him. Okay, apples. Where are the apples? There are the apples. There we go. All right, and this is the tea. Yeah, we're getting close to the green tea, I believe. Good, empty. Oh, right. Okay, so let me just do a little bit of filling here. Up there. Okay, well, you know what? I'm just going to throw it on the ground and I'm going to let him handle it. Ah, yeah, right, the tuna. All right, and that is the regular cheese, I believe, right? If there's 2 there, you can bet we didn't have any. Do we have any space? Yeah, I mean, we can put this... I just realized that I'm out of that soda. I should probably... Here, you know what? Put that there. Yeah, you can also order from in here, too. So, I'm just going to do that quickly. And I will put this in here and then let him handle it from there. Okay, well, obviously this has to go somewhere, so... There we go. Alright, I think that we're good. See, here's the thing. How much would a freezer be? Because, I mean, I spend $1,100 on the license, the next one. That would leave me $430. So, I mean, I don't even think I would be able to buy the freezer without wiping myself out. All right, furniture. Freezer. Yeah, that's $400. I mean, there's no purpose in getting a little one. And the little one's $300 to begin with anyway. Yeah, I mean, so I don't really think I have enough money to do that. Nope, I don't. So I'm probably going to have to work it a bit. All right, you know what? Let's just go. Because we're wasting time and wasting money. Oh, and right at the beginning of the day, I got an order. So let's just take care of this. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we have this. 1, 2. And then you want 4 rice. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, $100. That's not too bad. Oh, wait a minute. What happened? There we go. Okay, so close that up. And let's put this over here. Okay, that is for Clark Jones. Okay, we have 3 orders around. All right, so this one is going to be back this way. All right. You know, maybe I should invest in the skateboard. Because, you know, there are vehicles. And I can't see for this buying something that's expensive and you have to fill up. This way. This is him, right? Yeah, Clark Jones. Boom. You're welcome. But maybe I want to try... Can I go in there? Huh. Interesting. I saw another one over here which didn't make any sense to me. Was it here? No, no, no. It's around the corner. Yeah, NYC Green Market. Okay, are you saying that this is New York City? Or are you saying you got vegetables from New York City? The first I could understand, the second doesn't make any sense. Unless you're going into somebody's backyard. Okay, there's a whole lot of kneeling going on when I came back in. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, I appreciate it. All right, let's see. We got 2 minutes left on this one. Orange. I got 4 orange and 4 zap. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's going to be 61. Okay, this is for Ben Kane. Hold on a minute. Put this guy down for a moment. Ben Kane. Oh, that figures. Way down that way. Okay, well, let's just go. I shouldn't have any problem getting there in time. I would say that the last one is probably not going to be possible. By the time I come back, I'm sure it will be long since expired. You usually get 10 store points for doing this, so it is definitely worth it, even if it isn't for the money. Yeah, so I got 10 there. All right, let me just see. I got 3 minutes on that one. Yeah, that's a little interesting. We'll see what happens with it. So if we can just gather the stuff up quickly, we can get some more money, get some more advancement. After all, once you get to later stages, the level is really what's holding you back. Okay, so open this up. Oh, whoa, dude, what are you doing? Get to work over here. You leave the place for a little while and everything just falls apart. Okay, that one is only $36. Is that really worth my time? All right, let's put this over here. Where am I going? Okay, there she is right there. In fact, I can see her. Can you see me? Boom. Yeah, order something more expensive next time. Yeah, I'd suggest sushi, but I don't have sushi yet, do I? Big sushi. Okay, did you refill that? Yes, you did. Okay, keep an eye on that. I know you're watching the entire store, but keep an eye on that. I probably got some penalties for that too, didn't I? All right, anything else going on around here? Oh, that went fast. Okay, I'm not even sure how that happened. All right, grab 2 of them and then buy them immediately. Yeah, sometimes they just decide all of a sudden that they want something. And I saw stuff on the ground too. Yeah, like for instance, I have to get to level 22 before I can get another stalker. So I'm like 20. Oh, I do believe that I need to clean these windows. So I'm 20 and about 33%, something like that. So yeah, so I don't know. Oh, and we got another order. All right, what do we got here? Kiwi lemon cereal. Okay, that's really not going to do very well for me, is it? Yippee, 27 bucks. Where is the cereal? Okay, 43. Yeah, I want some really expensive things, by the way. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Skateboard 300, I do seem to be able to get where I'm going, you know? It's just, I wish that the map would be visible while you're carrying it. It would make it so much easier. You know, I can just hit M right now, but I'm hitting M and nothing is happening. All right, through the playground. Looks like a playground. Can I have this? You know, it's not locked up. I should be able to just grab it, you know? There you go. I mean, is it locked up? I don't see any. Can I just grab it? No? I guess maybe somebody at the gas station will see me. I can't see why I would spend so much money on a... Okay, there's another one over here. So much money on a vehicle. You know, in terms of a vehicle, because I just don't understand. I mean, maybe you can load it up with orders or something like that instead of one at a time. But it really depends on the order, doesn't it? All right, let's do some more cleaning here. Okay, how is the produce thing going over here? Okay, that's good. I know we missed some. Yeah, all these people are kind of waiting for a spot to open over here. But you know, they're not leaving. That's what's important. Okay, he's taking the opportunity to do some loading. All right, definitely need another one of those. I might as well get more honey too and just fill it over this way. Somebody might suddenly decide that they want it. You know, are my eyes deceiving me? Is the salt selling? Interesting. Okay, and we definitely need some more of that. And we'll grab a milk too. And I guess I need 2 of those. All right, how are we doing over here? I'm pretty sure that I didn't grab one of those. That's okay. That's not okay. We can use another one of those. That's all good. An extra shampoo wouldn't be such a bad idea. I'll look at that last. Okay, some more cleaner. Definitely one of those. One of those. And I think I just grabbed one of those a moment ago. Yeah, probably not a bad idea. I don't know how many eggs I need. All right, this. Okay, nobody bought the tuna today. All right, so that's going to be 850. Of course, I also didn't get any of the produce, did I? So how are things looking over here? Excuse me. Oh, there's a problem. So 1, 2. How many? Okay, there's one in the back there. There's not one there. Okay, there's one there. And then that there is going to be the apple juice and the orange juice, so I might as well just do that. Yeah, and it's dark in here. I got to remember to put some lights on in there. All right. I shouldn't need to look at those because I looked in here already. Are we done? Okay, 36.58 is definitely better. All right, so let's just end the day and take a look at the situation. Okay, there were 2 products they couldn't get. I mean, we made $18.49. That's not too bad at all. Yep, and we got there. I do want to get more money before we start investing. Like I said, the freezer is going to be $400 by itself. The contract is going to be, well, the license, I keep calling it a contract, is going to be $1,100. And then I have to buy the products on top of that. So I think that maybe a couple more days of just working wouldn't be such a bad idea, which does remind me, boom, we got a nice big pile out there. Yeah, I'm just going to sit back and let him do his job. Because that's why I'm paying him the big bucks. Anyway, I think that's going to be it for now. So I'm going to work on building up some money, and we're going to work on the next licenses, and maybe we're going to extend our storage a bit. I don't know, maybe we might want to consider doing another expansion fairly soon. It's 2,600. The thing is that I'm not exactly packed yet, so I don't actually need it. So trying to scrimp that kind of money together, might be a little bit too much. We might be able to generate more revenue if we get more things going. So maybe getting the store fully operational, increasing storage, getting another fella to help us. Because look, I'm over the halfway point for level 20. Level 22 is when I can get another stocker, and then we can increase this and maybe just go in there instead of having to go around. But I mean, obviously, he needs help. Hey, you want to go over there and help him? Yeah, I know, that's not your job. And if there's anybody who is working hard in here, it's you. Don't worry, dude. I appreciate you. You will get your pay. I mean, you won't get a raise, but to be fair, the game doesn't allow me to do that. Yeah, we need a lot of names now, don't we? Anyway, that's going to be it for now. If you enjoyed the episode, please give it a like. Maybe say something in the comments for the great God algorithm. And of course, subscribing is a great way to show your support. So thank you very much for your attention. I really appreciate it. And play games, because games are fun. See ya.